Next one is about the kinds of meeting. Company meeting. Company meeting is maybe generally defined as a gathering or assembly or getting gather of a number of persons for transacting any lawful business. There must be at least two persons to constitute a meeting. And the main characteristics of the meeting are two or more persons must be present in the meeting. The assembly of persons must be for discussion and transaction of any lawful business, and notice is essential for a meeting, and it is held at a particular date, place and time, and it must be held as per the provisions of the Companies Act, and two or more persons must be present in the meeting. There must be exceptions for this case. When the tribunal calls for annual meeting, when there is an annual meeting, there may be exceptions for that rule that two or more persons must be present in the meeting. And when one person held all the shares of a particular class, all the shares of a company is held by one person, then one person is necessary for a meeting. And absence of quorum and adjourned meeting, no quorum and adjourned meeting will be considered, then two persons is not necessary. And kinds of company meeting are of two types: meeting of shareholders and meeting of board of directors. First one is meeting of board of directors. According to section 2 subsection 34 of the Companies Act, directors means a director appointed to the board of a company, and the meeting of directors is known as board meeting. Frequency of the board meetings: the first meeting within 30 days from the date of incorporation, and a minimum 4 meetings every year, and a maximum gap of 120 days between two consecutive meetings, and in case of small company and dormant company, at least one meeting in each half of calendar year, and gap between two not less than 90 days. One person company need not hold any meetings. Then next one is notice of the meeting. Minimum of 7 days notice shall be sent to every director, and by hand delivery or post or electronic means can be sent. And urgent business, at least one independent director should be there. And in the absence of independent director, decision taking circulated to all directors and shall be final only on notification thereof at least one independent director. Board meeting through video conferencing or other audio visual means. Safeguard of the integrity of the meeting by ensuring sufficient security and identification procedures. Then ensure availability of proper video conferencing or other audio visual equipment or facilities for providing transmission of the communication for effective participation of the directors and other authorized participants at the board meeting. To record proceedings and prepare the minutes of the meeting. To store for safekeeping and marking the tape recordings or other electronic recording mechanism as part of the records of the company, at least before the time of completion of adult audit of that particular year. To ensure that no person other than the concerned directors are attending or have access to the proceedings of the meetings throughout video conferencing. To ensure that participants attending the meeting through audiovisual means are able to hear and see the other participants clearly during the course of the meeting. And matters not to be dealt with video conferencing: approval of annual financial statements, approval of board reports, approval of the prospectus, audit committee meeting for consideration of accounts, and approval of the matters relating to the amalgamation, merge, demerge, acquisition and takeover. And next one is agenda. The term agenda means a statement of the business to transact the business. Next is quorum. The quorum of the board meeting shall be 1/3 of the total strength of the directors, whichever is higher. Then next one is meeting of shareholders. A company is required to hold meeting of the members to take approval of certain business items as prescribed in the Act. The meeting to be held for seeking approval of the ordinary business and special business are called annual general meeting and extraordinary general meeting. In certain cases, a company may have to hold a meeting of the members, a particular class of members. The shareholders meeting can be of any of the following: annual general meeting, extraordinary general meeting, and class meeting. Annual general meeting is conducted at every once in a year, and Extraordinary general meeting, class meeting is when the share capital of the company is divided into different classes of shares, meeting of different class shares. And extraordinary general meeting means when there is any extra, or when there is any particular cases should be notified in the business, then it is known as extraordinary business. These are all the kinds of meetings. Thank you.